So in last class we studied about binary search, right? So in this we will study how to apply that binary search method to an array. Okay. So suppose consider the array elements as 6 and the array is Suppose consider this array for binary search. We know that for binary search the array should be in sorted order. So now this it is in sorted order. So and then consider search element is 44. Okay. So now I need to search the element 44 in this sorted array, so that in which position that 44 is to be present. Okay. So now in this first we know that the algorithm first it will set the beginning and ending of the array, right? So now we need to find the beginning ending of an array. So for the first step, we need to provide beginning as 0, right? So first initially the array has the position of index that is 0. So this is the array. We have the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is an array. So we are initializing the beginning to 0. This is the first step in the algorithm. So we are initializing this as a beginning of an array. Now we need to find end of an array. So to find end we need a end value. So that means how many elements present in an array minus 1 we will get the end value. So what is n? That is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. Now the array ending is 5. Index 5. There is a difference between index and the value. So we are taking the index, not the values of an array. Okay. So fifth index we call it as end of an array. Okay. So this is the first step. After that we need to check whether this array present or not, right? So for that we have the condition. So that condition is, what is the condition? While beginning is less than or equal to end, right? So what is the beginning value of, beginning index is 0. So 0 less than or equal to ending is 5. So 0 less than or equal to 5, 0 is less than 5. So this is true. Okay. So after this we need to find the mid value. So if it is true, then we will have to find the mid position. So what is the formula to find mid? Beginning plus, what is the beginning value? That is 0 plus, what is end value? 5 divided by 2. So if we divide, we will get decimal point number, but we need to take only the integer value. So we will get around 2 point something, right? So for that we need to approximately take the integer value, that is 2. So now mid becomes 2. Okay. So now what we have to do? We will get the mid position, right? So this becomes mid of an array. So after this we need to compare the search element to the mid element. So what is the search element? That is 44 is equal to mid position. So that is 2. What is mid of 2? That is 33. So whether this is equal to 33, 44 is equal to 33? No. So this condition becomes false. Right? So next we need to check whether this search element is less than or greater than this mid value. Okay, so 44 such element is less than 33. 44 is less than 33? No. So we need, 44 is less than 33. So that is false. For that we need to come for the else part. So that is 44 is greater than 33. Okay. So if it is greater than, we need to change the beginning of the array, right? So now this becomes beginning equals mid minus 1, right? So in an algorithm we have only this part. So either we need to check this or this. So if it is true means we need to change the ending value. So if it is false means we need to change the beginning value. So now what is the beginning value? What is mid minus 1? What is mid? 2 minus 1 is, 2 plus 1 is 3. So now the beginning becomes 3. So for the next step, so array changes to beginning equals 3, end is as it is, n minus 1 is 5. Okay, so we are changing only the beginning of an array. So now the array becomes So now we are not comparing all these array elements. Now we are considering only the array, this part. Okay. So 3, 4, 5. So now what is the beginning? 3. So this is the beginning. What is end? That is 5. Okay. So after completing the first step, we are changing the beginning value to compare, right? So next search ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ we know binary search is dividing the array. Either we have to search for left part or right part. So ಇವಾಗ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, we are finding that so it is not equal to the search element. So we need to check for the next portion of an array. So that is we are considering the right portion. So a right portion ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು select ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ with the help of this. Okay, so if it is less than, we need to go for left portion. If it is greater than, we need to go for right portion. So if we take this right portion, so this will be not be considered for the next iteration. So now we have to consider only the array elements 44, 55 and 66. So for these array, we need to perform the same operation. So now what is the beginning? 3. Less than or equal to, what is n? 5. 3 is less than 5, so it is true. So now we need to find the mid element. How will we find the mid element? Beginning plus end divided by 2. So 8 by 2 means we will get 4 as a mid value. So now mid becomes 4. So this is the mid of this array. Okay. So next, after this we need to check this search element is equal to the mid element. What is the search element? Search element is 44. So this 44 is equal to the mid element. What is mid element? 55. So whether this is equal? No. So next go for another. So next 44 is less than 55. Yes, 44 is less than 55. It is true. So that we need to change the end of an array. Okay. So now end becomes mid minus 1. So what is mid value? That is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3, right? So now the end becomes 3. Now the array becomes changed. Okay. For the next iteration. So, for the next step, beginning is same, d equals 3. So now end becomes, end also becomes 3 for here. Okay, we are now from this array, we are considering the right portion of this array. So after this array, from this array, we are dividing the mid element. So in this, we are taking for the left portion. So in this mid array, we are going for right portion. So in this, we are taking the left portion of the array. So now the array becomes so in this array, we are considering only this part. Okay, so this is the index 3. So this is the beginning and this is the end of the array. So after this, we are considering only this part of an array. So in this, perform the same operation. So what is the beginning? 3 is less than or equal to 3? Yes, true. 3 is equal to 3, right? So next we need to find mid value. So what is the beginning? 3. End is also 3. So 3 plus 3 by 2, that is 3 only. So mid also the 3 only. Now compare what is such element. Such element is 44, right? So 44 is equal to what is mid element? That is 44. So 44 is equal to 44. That is true, right? So now change the location or the position value to mid. Okay. So now POS position equals what is the value of mid? Mid is 3. So now we are assigning location 3 to the POS variable. So now it prints the result. So therefore such element 44 is present at the location 3. So 3 at the position 3, see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at the position 3 we get the such element 44. So this is the binary search algorithm applying for this array. Okay. So for this array we are applying the binary search. So first initially we are searching for the element 44. So this we are searching for the element. So for this first we need to assign the beginning, ending of an array. So beginning is 0, set to 0. So because starting address is 0, that's why we have to mention here. So ending index means if it is small we can write and then calculate. So if it is array is too large, then we need to find like this, n minus 1. So what is n value? 6. So 6 minus 1 is 5. So the index 5 is the end of an array. So after this we need to go for iteration. So first we will check whether the beginning is less than the ending value. Means suppose if the array doesn't have any elements, then you can search the element, no, right? So for that we are using this. Okay, so whether the array is present or not. So if it is present, we need to find the mid value. So how will you find the mid value? Beginning plus ending divide by 2. So for that we need to take only the integer value, not the decimal point number. Why? Because the array index is only positive integer value. So we are taking integer value. So after this we are finding the mid position of an array. So that is 2. So after this we will compare the search element with the mid position element. So we position to ಯಾವ element ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಆ element ಗೆ ನಾವು search ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So if it is equal, then we will assign the position mid position to the location. So if it is not equal, so in this case it is not equal, so that we are going for either we need to search left part or right part of the array. So for that we are checking the condition. So that such element is less than 33 means mid position. Is 44 is less than 33? No. So that we are going for the else part. Means if it is not less than means it surely it is greater than that. So here we are checking whether it is equal. So it is not equal means either it is less or greater. So then we are coming here. Here we are checking whether it is less. So it is not less means it is more than that element only, right? So for that we are going for else part. So in this else part, if we go for else part, we have to change the beginning of an array. So how will you change means? So if we are dividing this array means we need to make this as a beginning, right? So if here mid means, so we are increasing the value of mid position, right? So that's why mid plus 1. So now this begin becomes 3. So in this array, the begin is equal to 3. Okay. So beginning is 3 and ending is same as it is. Again compare this. Whether this beginning is less than or equal to ending. Yes, it is true. So again calculate the mid value. So how will you calculate? Beginning plus ending divided by 2. So we will get 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 by 2 means 4. Okay. So if you are confused with this, 8 by 2 is 4. Okay. So after this, we need to compare the such element to the mid element. Okay. So what is such element? That is 44. Whether 44 is equal to 55? No. So if it is not equal, either it is less than or greater than. So we are checking for that. So 44 is less than 55. Yes, 44 is less than 55. So we need to change the end of an array. So we are not searching the element of an array in an array to the right portion. We are searching for the left portion. So if we are coming to this side means, so we have mid becomes mid minus 1, right? So this mid minus 1, we are changing this to mid minus 1 means, so this becomes 3. What is mid value? That is 4. So 4 is less than 1 means 4 minus 1 is 3. So that becomes both beginning and ending is at the same position, right? So now the array becomes this. So we are considering only for this array. So for that we are considering the again same iteration and then iteration will be processed. So here beginning is 3 and ending is also 3. So 3 is less than 3. Yes, 3 is less than or equal to 3. So this while condition becomes true. So next again find the mid position. So mid position becomes 3. So now this array index becomes beginning, ending and mid position all are same in the array. So now compare this. Such element is equal to mid element. So what is such element? 44. Whether 44 is equal to 44? Yes, 44 is equal to 44. So we are assigning that mid position to the POS variable. So this is a binary search algorithm applying for this array. Okay. So after this, in previous class, we studied the basic operations on one-dimensional array, right? So in one-dimensional array, we have first operation is traversing. So for that we studied algorithm traversing in an array. So after that second operation is searching. So in that searching we studied two algorithms. That is, one is linear search algorithm, another one is binary search algorithm. So after this searching we have sorting. So third basic operation is sorting. So what is meant by sorting? So sorting means arranging the sorting means arranging the elements of an array in some order. Either it may be ascending order or descending order. So sorting means arranging. Okay. So arranging the elements of an array. So array elements na arrange ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ either it may be a ascending order or descending order. We call it as sorting. So we have different algorithms for searching. We studied linear search and binary search. Likewise, for sorting also we have different algorithms. Okay. So for sorting we have heap sort, selection sort, insertion sort, and then we have bubble sort. In first PUC you studied bubble sort, right? So these are the some different sorting algorithms we have. So in this we are studying, in second year we are studying the insertion sort. Okay. So bubble sort you studied in first PUC. So in this second year we are studying the insertion sort. Okay. So what is meant by this insertion sort means, so in this insertion sort, first it will consider the first element to be sorted. Okay. So suppose if this is an array, suppose consider this as an array. Okay. So in this array, so insertion sort means the first element in an array is considered as sorted. Okay. So in this algorithm, so it consider this first element to be sorted. Okay. So after this, so in this selection sort, it will divide the array into two lists. One is sorted list, another one is unsorted list. Okay. So if it is considered this as a sorted, so the remaining array elements to be considered as unsorted array. So this unsorted array is compared with the sorted array. Okay. So that is insertion sort. Okay. So I will explain how that will be worked. So suppose consider this example only. So here how many elements are there? So we have 6 elements. So n becomes 6, right? So index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So how this insertion sort will work means, so I told already the first element to be sorted. So now this becomes sorted, right? So this is sorted, this is unsorted. So this array becomes sorted, this is unsorted array. So now in unsorted array, for the first this element to be compared with the previous element. Okay. So if suppose we consider first index, so this index will be compared with the all other index at the back. Okay. So now it will compare. 5 is less than 4. Yes, true, right? So if it is true, we are using the swapping of a algorithm. Do you remember swap, or first program of the first year, that is interchanging the variable using third variable. We are using temp to interchange the value, right? So the same thing, same concept we are using to swap the two numbers, and that means interchanging the two numbers. So 5 is less than 4, so we have to swap this value. So now the array becomes 4, 5, 10, 6, right? So now this array becomes sorted array, and this array becomes unsorted array. Okay, now we are checking for this. So this becomes 4 less than 5, right? So this element is compared with the previous element. So first element is 4. So that is compared with the previous element. Suppose we have one more element here, we need to compare that also. Okay. So now this 4 less than 5 true. Now we are swapping this value. So how we will swap means we are using one temp variable, right? So using that temp variable we are assigning this value to temp and then this value to this, right? So after that temp value is stored here. So I will write that algorithm after completing this. Okay. So now this becomes sort, this becomes unsorted array, right? So now I need to compare this element with this sorted array. Now compare. 10 less than 5. 10 less than 5? No. So we are not swapping the array elements. Again 10 less than 4? No. So that's why we are not swapping this array. So this array becomes as it is. Now this 10 is also sorted. Now array becomes 4, 5, 10, 1, 6, 2. So now this will be the sorted array. So this becomes sorted array and this becomes unsorted array. So now I need to compare with this element to all these sorted array elements. Okay. So now check. 1 is less than 10. True, right? So now I need to swap the value. Okay. So just consider this as the first step. This is second step. And this is third step. So in this third step, we need to compare for all the values, right? So from this 1 to all these 3 values. Now I am comparing 1 to 10. So 1 is less than 10, true. So now swap the value. So now the array becomes 4, 5, 1, 10, 6 and 2. So this will be swapped. Okay, so 1 goes to the index. So this index values will be swapped. So position 3 value is moved to the position 2 and position 2 value is moved to the position 3. So now the array becomes this. So again we need to compare. 1 is less than 5. Yes, true. Now we have to swap. So now the array becomes 4, 1, 5, 10, 6, 2. Okay. Now again this is swapped, right? So now I need to compare for this element to this. So 1 is less than 4. True. Again swap. So now the array becomes 1, 4, 5, 10, 6 and then 2. So now the array becomes this. So in this we are sorted here. So this is unsorted array. Now the array becomes 1, 4, 5, 10, 6 and 2. So this is a sorted array and this is unsorted array. So now we need to compare this to all these elements. Okay. So now compare. 6 is less than 10. True, right? Now swap the array. 1, 4, 5. So 6 and 10 will be swapped. 6, 10 and then 2. So now the array becomes swapped. Again check the condition. 6 less than 5. So false. This becomes the sorted array and this becomes the unsorted array, right? So now I need to compare this to all these elements. So 2 is less than 10, less than 6, less than 5, less than 4. So these steps will be repeated here. So I will write directly the final array. So first it will start with the 10. So then array becomes 1, 1, 4, 5, 6, 2, 10. So after that 1, 4, 5, 2, 6, 10. So then 1, 4, 2, 5, 6, 10. Then 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 10. So this is the final array, sorted array we will get. So this procedure will be repeated for this. So this is the insertion sort. So in this insertion sort algorithm, we are just taking as a sorted array and unsorted array. So with one element in the unsorted array, that is compared to the all elements in an sorted array. Suppose, so ivaga unsorted array alli first element tagonತೀವಿ. So ಈ first element ಇಂದ sorted array ಇರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ elements ಗೂ compare ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, so compare ಮಾಡಿ if it is less than we will swap, otherwise we will keep as it is. So this is about insertion sort. So now we will write an algorithm for this. Okay, so how we will write the algorithm for this means, for that we need to write description. So here we are taking an, let A be the array. So which type of array? Unsorted array with n elements, right? And the following will be processed. So which means it will sort the elements. So first step is what we are doing means, so first step is we are already assigned the first value to the sorted. So we are going for the remaining array elements, which means 0th index na now already sorted antoni. So next enide 1, index 1. So after this we need to check, so that we need to travel in an array, right? So for that we are using for I equals 1. So because why we are taking 1 means we have to travel after the first element. So I equals 1 to n minus 1. So what is n here? 6. So 6 minus 1 is 5. We will get the value, right? So this is the first step. So why we are using this? To travel in an array we need for loop. So from where to where we need to travel? So from first position to, because 0th index we are taking as a sorted, remaining will be unsorted. So from index 1 to index 5 means end of an array. So that is n minus 1. This is the first step. So second step is, so after this we are dividing this, right? So after this we need to assign this to the variable, another variable. So that is I. So this I value is assigned to the j value, because I am searching for the elements. I am comparing the elements, right? So for that I am taking another variable. So for swapping, if I swap there only, it will get collapsed in the one another array, right? So another element, suppose if I take I only, so if I swap this, the array will be swapped for everywhere. So that's why I am assigning that I value to another variable. Okay, so this will be assigned. Now check the condition. So when I will sort, suppose if the array has only one element, right? So this step is over, right? So if the array has only the one element, 0th index and one element, that is 45. So can we sort this? This is already sorted, only one element is present, so that it is sorted only. We cannot do sort operation for this array, right? So we have to check the condition whether this array size is more than the 1 or equal to 1, right? So if it is 0 index only, we cannot sort. So if it is more than that, if it has another variable, means it is greater than or equal to the 1. So which value we are taking? J value. So J value is greater than or equal to 1. Then only we can perform this insertion operation. Okay. So suppose if we have only one element in an array, we cannot sort those values. Okay. so that if we are checking this condition whether it is more than the index 1 or equal to 1. Suppose now it is an array. Okay, we need to sort. So if it is more than or equal to 1, we can sort, right? So this becomes interchange. Now that is sorted array. So for that we are using this condition while j greater than or equal to 1. So if the array index is more than or equal to 1, then only we can perform this insertions or any other sorting operations. Okay. So if after this condition is over, means we will confirm we have more than one elements, right? So after this what we are doing? We are comparing the unsorted array element to the sorted array. So for that I am using if condition. So what we are doing? So we are doing, suppose, so what we are doing? We are checking the jth value to the j minus 1 value, right? That means previous value. So we are comparing this value to the previous value. So a of j, okay, is less than a of j minus 1. So this is a condition we are using to check the sorted arrays. Okay. So what we are doing at the first step, we are comparing the, so this is the array we are taking, right? So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we are doing, we are assigning I value as 1, right? So that 1 is assigned to j. So we are using a of j means 1. So this a of j is compared with the previous one, which means j minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. So which means we are checking for the previous one, means this is considered as a j, means this is j minus 1. So if j is less than, a of j is less than a of j minus 1, if it is true, what we did? Swap the values, right? So if it is true, we need to swap. So for that swapping, we are using third variable, that is 10. Okay. So we will store this a of j value to the 10. I think you people remember this. Temp is equal to a is equal to b is equal to 10. So the same concept we are applying here. Instead of a and b, we are taking a of j and a of j minus 1. So now I am assigning this a of j value to temp. So now this a of j value is assigned to a of j minus 1, which means whatever the value present here, that is previously it is 4. So 4 is assigned to this. So after this, a of j minus 1 is assigned to temp, whatever the value present in temp. So that is assigned to this value. So we see in previous we have 5, 4, 10, 1, 6, 2, right? So this is the array we are taking. So now what I am doing, this is j, right? This is j and this is j minus 1. So now I am doing this, 4 is assigned to temp. Okay. So now this becomes empty. So 4 is assigned to temp. So now a of j value is 5. So this 5 I am assigning to a of j. So that means I stored 5 here. Now this becomes empty. Then I am assigning temp value to j minus 1. So what is value of temp? That is 4. So 4 is assigned to a of j minus 1. So this becomes swap. So this is the algorithm we are using, right? So if it is true, we are swapped. So this becomes end of if. So if it is only one element, we stop here, right? So if it is more than one element like this, so what we are doing? Again we are decrement the j value and then compare, right? So this becomes j equals j minus 1. So see why it is doing means, we are, suppose in the first case we are assigning only one value. So we stopped here only. So in the next case what we are doing, so this 1 is compared to all the remaining values. So for that we are decrementing the j value. So initially it is 2. So after decrementing it becomes 1. Again we are comparing this 1 to 5. So that we are using this j minus 1. So after this loop will be repeated until the condition becomes false. Then this becomes end of while. So after this we will get to the final result of an sorted array, and then last step is exit. So this is the insertion sort. So before that we need to close the for loop, that is end of for. So after that last step is exit. So this is the insertion sort algorithm. So in this algorithm just we are taking an array, and with the help of that array we are taking the concept swapping. So using this swapping we are swap the elements if it is less than, otherwise we go as usual to sort the elements. So remaining thing will be studied in next class.